Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. The show is designed to give you solutions to your day-to-day management and leadership problems. It's hosted by Matthew Haddock, a frontline manager and leader with over 25 years of experience. If you're ready, then let's get on with the show.
Okay, welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. I do hope you are all well and getting results. This show is trying to help you as a manager and a leader be better. Every day be better at what you do, better at communicating, better at organising, better at motivating your team, and of course, better at delivering results. This week, we're going to talk around the way of leading when you are under pressure. So we know as leaders that pressure will come to us. It is part of the job. There is no getting away from the fact that when you're in a senior leader position, or even if you're in any leadership position, you are going to have pressure put upon you to make sure that you get things done, make sure that you're the best for the customer, make sure your quality is in the right place. Those pressures are always going to be there. And if you're not a person who wants those kind of pressures, and let's face it, that's fine. You live your life to whatever you feel your pressure level is. Then you don't have to be in leadership or management. That is perfectly up to you. These are choices we make to get to levels you are. You might have got on the corporate ladder at some point and thought, yes, I am going to climb. I'm going to become an area leader. I am going to become a section manager. I am going to become department deputy. I'm going to become manager. I'm going to become senior manager. All the different terms that you know. And you might have gone down that route with great gusto, great enthusiasm. That was where you were going to be. And unfortunately, when you get there, you don't like it. It's too much pressure. It's too difficult. I'm never getting a minute. Well, yep, there's stuff you can do about it. And we're going to talk about some of those in a moment. But there's some sort of fundamentals you need to realise. And there's a bit of a wake up and smell the coffee moment is they're not going to disappear. These are part of what you do. And so don't think that whatever you do is going to get rid of them. They're going to be there. There's going to be part of your working life will be under pressure. That's a non-negotiable. But how do you deal with it? How do you deal with real pressure at work? Well, as in anything, you need to know, firstly, where is the pressure coming from? Is it internally generated by yourself? Are you using the microscope analogy of everyone's looking at me, everyone's expecting me to make mistakes, everyone's expecting me to deliver results even, not only mistakes, but I feel like I'm under pressure because of the way that I am personally interpreting it. You know, because some people do. I've done it. I put myself under so much pressure, and it's needed another figure, you know, either inside the business in a mentoring or a good boss, or even outside of work, a friend, a family member, a wife, a husband, a partner who have said to me, you've read that wrong. You've put yourself under pressure. Do you really think they meant that? And that's a great sort of balancing act, and sounding boards are really useful in life generally. So is it you putting yourself under pressure, or is it the way that the job and role is set up? I've had many people come to me, and I've done it myself, when you've gone through an interview, you've got the job, you've gone through it all, and you've managed to nail that job that you've always wanted, and you were told what it was going to be like, and you were explained what the role was, and then you get there, and within a couple of months you realise that you were really missold this role. It's not the role that you thought it was. It's not at all the business model that you are. And of course, thankfully, in a free market, you've got choices. Again, choices. You can leave, you can walk out, you can call it a day. You can say, this isn't for me. You can find another job, find another job before you leave a job. I've seen people just leave. It's not for me. I'm going. Well, what are you going to do? I'm just going. This is not where I want to be. I'm off. Or you can change it. And both of these are valid options. It doesn't mean you're a quitter if you move to a role that is better for you and your family and your mental health and your physical health. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, there's nothing wrong with saying, right, what can I change? What are the things that I can do to change it? So if you take the latter, you're under pressure, it might be self, or it might be the position, or the role, or the company. Yeah, and you decided you're not going to leave, you're going to stay there and sort some things out. What do you do? Well, as in anything, as in every problem, firstly, identify the problem. What is the real issue? What is the thing that's driving this pressure onto you? Is it the structure? Look at certain things. Is it the structure around you? Have you not got the right structure in place? Are you trying to manage across a very, very wide leadership span? Is there too much for you to do in regards to that? Is there also too much to you do in the actual day-to-day workload? Is there stuff on that plate of yours that we spoke about at the beginning that actually is not on your plate? It should be on somebody else's plate. But because of past decisions, they've been on your plate. So is that the problem? Is the problem fundamentally the way that you're managed? Is your bosses or peers, sometimes peers, or even directs putting things on you for you to do, which, again, doesn't sit with you? That's the first thing. Have a look at what is wrong, what is creating the pressure points, and do your audit on that. And then, no surprise, formulate what good would look like. What would a better way be? Thinking ahead, what would the future state look like if you can sort these things out? When you get these right, what more can you deliver? So that you can show that changing this is not just to make it easier for you and make your job easier, it's to actually make it effective and efficient and deliver those results. So look at what the future state can be, and then you can work back from there to do the third part of this, formulate a plan of change. As in any good project, you need a plan then to form the changes. That'll be a plan on people, resources, what actually is happening, what people are doing inside the business. So you formulate that plan. Now, this time you will involve more stakeholders because it's not just going to be you, especially if you're going to delegate work. You're going to move to work to different departments. You're going to look at the structure and the way it's working. So have a look at how you can then plan a change so that you can get the results and take the pressure off you. And again, always about delivering the results. And then the last bit is action that part of it. So go into the action stage, make the changes, get the things done, bed them in, make sure they don't slip back. It's very easy when you're a doer and you're doing things to take those work back when it's the first time it goes wrong. Jump into the deep end. I've had managers and myself who have done that I thought, well, I can do this. Let's get it done. I'll just make it happen. I know what I'm doing. Instead of taking the time to embed your new structure, which will take the pressure off you, because all you do is pile the pressure back on. And there might be a time when you do this transition that there is some pressure there because it isn't going to work straight away. There is going to be teething troubles, and it takes a while for change to really land. You think of a change curve being, let's say, 30 days or 27 days or 6 weeks. You know yourself at home, changing your own routines to even take a little bit of exercise or eat healthily or clean up behind you when you're doing some things in whatever you're doing. It's a hard habit to get in and to maintain. So don't expect these changes to ultimately fix it straight away. And then, of course, you can look at what's next. You'll get to that last bit. So you've done the change, you've taken the pressure off, and you can then do your assessment on yourself. Is the pressure still there? Has the pressure changed to something more manageable that you need in a business? Because there is an argument for having some good pressure in your business to make sure that you and yourself drive the results and the team and the processes forward. So you can then reflect, changes embedded, as the pressure dropped, do I then start to really feel that I can do the work I was there to do? And go back around the circle again. If there's still some things to change, and there always is, you can go back again. Like I said at the start, you're never going to get rid of all the pressure. That's just not possible. The pressure's going to be there in some form. It's how you act, react, and process that pressure to allow you to, firstly, be happy in your work and be productive in your work, but secondly, to make sure that you are delivering the results and not just spinning around in your chair, finding you're doing 12, 15-hour days, but actually not getting any better. Well, one of the things you can do for me, send me some feedback on what we just spoke about, or any other subjects that you've found interesting, or future subjects you'd like me to talk about. You can send them to managermattpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, I answer all the emails sent because I am a lover of feedback, and feedback is such a great gift. Okay, well, that's it for Manager Matt this week. Thank you so much for listening, and goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Manager Matt podcast. We hope you found it interesting, helpful and actionable. One last thing, please leave a quick review on iTunes or with your podcast provider, as it helps to spread the word of Manager Matt. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you did like anything in particular, send an email to managermattpodcast@gmail.com or visit managermatt.co.uk for more content. Feedback is a gift, so let's keep giving. See you next week.